Recently? You mean this isn't the first time he's left without an escort?
I'm sorry, Your Excellency.
You better tell me everything.
But Fine. I don't mean to be disrespectful towards him. But His Highness's behavior has been very peculiar recently. He sleeps very little, and goes out alone almost every night.
And it didn't occur to anyone that I should be informed?
Well, His Highness had specifically ordered us not to tell you about it.
And where does he go? I thought the days when he used to go from tavern to tavern were over.
He doesn't go to taverns, Your Excellency. From what I know, he goes outside the city.
Where could he go outside the city?
I've no idea. We saw him going north. That's all I know.
Listen, I understand this matter is putting you in a difficult situation. You were supposed to protect my cousin wherever he went, but he refused and ordered you to keep your mouth shut. But Constantine is not just my governor. He's my cousin. I'm worried about him. He's already been abducted once when leaving the city. So, if you know anything else...
I don't really know where he's going, Your Excellency. But I think I know where you could find out. When he doesn't leave the palace, he stays in his office for hours. He writes so much down in there that he could fill entire books. Here, I have the key. Take it. I hope you find His Highness and manage to make him see reason.
I don't like this at all. What could he be doing outside every night?
Ever since he became Onol-Menawi, he has become even stranger than he was before.
I'm starting to believe that the revelations of Enon Mil Frictamen had some truth to them. Let's rummage through his papers. We may find a clue.
It can't be easy. discover that your cousin has descended into madness. But we can't let him kill these people simply because he's afraid they might have seen him.
May the trees on your road always bear fruit.
Thanks. You saved us. These beasts would have torn us to shreds.
These animals were strange, as if they were enraged. Thanks again, Renaigse.
I'm glad I could help you. And perhaps you can do me a favor in return. I'm looking for a young man, a Renaigse, but he looks a bit like an Onol Manawi.
Someone like you?
In some ways. But his marks are different, darker.
He's talking about the crazy Donegad.
Indeed, that might be him. Do you know where to find him?
No, we see him passing by around nightfall, but we don't know where he's going.
He walks along the path, often followed by some beasts.
He has a sinister look in his eyes. He scares me, so we stay hidden.
And you do well to hide. I think he's the one who sent these animals to attack you. Do you have any idea how I could figure out where he's going?
He could hide in the old house. He would see him passing by and could follow, couldn't he?
You're right. If you take this path to the right, you'll reach an abandoned house. You can hide there. And from up there, you will be able to see the path perfectly.
Thank you. You've been a great help. And stay hidden. You may still be in danger.
Be prudent, Onol Manawi.
You're very isolated here. Why live so far from a village?
It's a long story. Matir, will you tell him?
When I was young, I got engaged to a young man. But he wasn't my Minundanem. I thought he was, but I was wrong. And one day, I met the one I would love for all my life. As I had broken my engagement, we were exiled.
So, our parents came to settle here. They built this house, and we were born.
There. Now you know the whole story. Do you want to know anything else?
I'll leave you alone.
Qua awalem seg.
We can't be seen from the path. Let's wait here to see where Constantine goes.
Look, he's coming.
He opened the passage for himself here. Let's follow him, quick.
Constantine, what are you doing?
Cousin! You're here! I would have preferred that you learn all of this another way. To be able to reveal everything to you in better circumstances. But whatever power we earn, there are some things that escape us.
I have no idea what you're talking about, but what are you doing here?
I seem monstrous to you. I am well aware of that. But I promise to explain everything when the moment is right. Then you will understand. You will see. The temptation is so great to share all with you right now. You have done so much for me. You have given me so much. I haven't forgotten, believe me. But I still have more to do. Forgive me and have patience. Hold them back. But do not kill him for anything in the world.
Constant. Come back and explain yourself.
What your cousin did to this Nagag is abhorrent. Had the Sahar known, he would have let him die.
It's gone bad. It's the only explanation.
Flesh of my earth, help me. You saw him do it, didn't you? You saw him draw from me, steal my children, my guardians, pervert my force.
Yes, but I don't understand.
What he wants, eternity, strength, power. It is what they all want. Those who take without looking beyond themselves. Like all those from the faraway lands.
He wasn't like that. He couldn't care less about all that.
Then it is the sickness, the brevity of his existence that terrified him to the point it changed who he is. You must stop him. Each time that he bonds, he destroys me a little more. And with me, the hope for a cure. And now it's my heart, my most sacred sanctuary that he covets. You must kill him.
That is madness.
The consequence of his folly, yes. Believe me, there is no other solution. Stop him, flesh of my earth. or there will be nothing left to save.
I still can't believe this.
I understand what you feel. I have trouble believing it myself, but Enon Milfrichtaman never lies. We need to stop your cousin by any means possible.
We must learn more if we want to understand his plans and prepare against them. This hiding place he was talking about in his notes. We must find it.
Your cousin's insane, but he's not an idiot. He must have warned his personal guard about us.
You're right. We'll need to be careful.
Being careful will not be enough. We'll need an army.
It's true that at the rate he's gathering his creatures, we'll need allies. The natives will likely help us, and the Admiral may listen too. I'm truly disgusted at the idea of asking for help from that viper Torsten. But his men would be useful. And we could of course go and find Governor Buren. What an absurd project. On the continent they would brand us crazy, but not here. On an island where everything is possible, and all folly is accepted. Let us go. We need to put an end to all of this. When you see Vad, give him my thanks. If it weren't for him, one of my friends would probably be dead. Poisoned.
That is the task of the Donegada. Helping others when they are in need. I'm glad he could help.
I came to ask for your help in stopping my cousin, Dunkus. Did you hear about the attacks of creatures led by strange guardians throughout the island?
Yes, Darren sent a messenger to tell me about it.
My cousin was sick, and to cure him, Katasak used the bonding ritual on him. But the power he received from it made him mad, and he started bonding himself in other places. He transformed his guardians each time, and used them to attack those he considers to be his rivals.
What you're telling me is terrifying. Katasak and Devosh'Tire should never have bonded him. Your cousin is breaking the balance. He's consuming and will only want to consume more.
Indeed. Enonmil Frichtemann warned me that Constantine was now targeting the sanctuary at the heart of the island. I cannot fight him alone. I need allies. I intend to go and find the other factions and ask for their support. But I also need your people. Because we must all stand together to stop the threat that is weighing on the island.
Your will to create an alliance between all the peoples on this island is wise and noble. And the call of Enonmil Frichtemann cannot remain unanswered. We will be by your side in the battle. I am not a fighter, but Deirdre will lead our warriors. And I would also like for you to take this weapon. I pray it will be useful in the fight that is coming.
Thank you, Dunkus.
Don't thank me. You managed to earn my people's trust. And you fight for a cause that affects us all. May the earth support each of your steps. And may the volcano give you its strength.
I must admit that I expected Dunkus to be more angered when he learned what Constantine had done.
He's a sage amongst sages, even amongst the Donegada. Enonmil Frichtemann speaks in his ear. I think he already knew what was happening, even before we came to see him.
That confirms it. I made the right choice. Teofredi couldn't have a better High King.
Desarde, what can I do for you?
I have come to ask for your help, Admiral. My cousin has been plunged into madness, and he apparently wishes to conquer the whole island. He took control of many creatures by reenacting rituals he learned from the islanders. And now he uses them to attack the cities and the villages of those he considers to be his rivals.
A difficult situation, admittedly, but one that does not concern us. Who's in charge of the island is none of our business, Desarde, and you know that.
It actually does concern you. If my cousin takes control of the island, soon there will be no ports where your ships can berth. He's not looking for political influence. He desires power. Absolute power.
I see. It's a decent argument. So what now?
We must stop him at all costs. And for that, I will need allies. I already have the support of other factions. but I was hoping I could count on the help of the Nauts.
You can. My men aren't really used to fighting on land, but they will be by your side. You have proven time and time again that we can trust you.
Thank you, Admiral.
May the winds be in your favor, Desarde. You'll need all the help you can get.
Are your boots worn through? Is your hat out of style? Does your vest belong to last year's fashion? Welcome! It's such a pleasure to see. Have you seen it? Thank you for your visit. See you soon. Come closer, good people. Liqueur and wine
Hello, Your Eminence.
Your Excellency, what can I do for you?
We need your help.
Are you trying to flatter me? Or are you mocking me in my disgrace?
Neither, Your Eminence. Our situation is so dire that we need all the allies we can get. As you probably know, my cousin was afflicted by the Malachor, and saved from it by a native ritual. He hasn't been himself since, and he now has a thirst for power that is pushing him towards the most extreme decisions.
So, we were right to be wary of the demons of this island. To survive, your cousin has made a pact with them, and if I understand correctly, all of us will have to pay for it.
It's a bit more complicated than that, but yes, we may all pay the price for his madness.
Alas, I have no priests or inquisitors that I could send to support you, but I can give you this.
What is it?
A piece of jewelry, blessed in Teleme. It will be useful if you want to summon the power of the Enlightened. May he protect you in this fight, Desade. I will pray for your success.
Thank you, Your Eminence.
Do you need anything else?
I must leave you.
Of course.
Your Excellency.
Lord Desade, and to what do I owe this honor?
I have come to solicit your help and to propose we forge an alliance.
An alliance? Against whom?
You remember, no doubt, the attacks that fell upon Hikmed, but also San Mateus, and against the natives.
Of course. You told me that different Guardians sent the beasts.
Precisely. And the Guardians were manipulated by someone. I discovered who it was. This revelation will not please you, but I have no choice but to tell you. It is Constantine.
Surely you jest. What is the meaning of this? Do you know how many men have died during these attacks?
Allow me to continue, I beg you. My cousin's sickness shook him to the core. Then, there was a ritual and his capture. And Constantine has fallen into madness. He has been increasing these rituals in order to link himself to the island, to gain power and manipulate its creatures. He is fighting a war against everyone, and it now appears he wants to take control of Tirfridi. He is preparing to attack the Volcano Sanctuary, and I need help to stop him. It is in the name of the congregation that I come to see you. Constantine betrayed us as well.
That's madness. It is complete madness. All of this superstitious nonsense. These absurd theories. I believed you sincere, Desade. which does not mean that I believe you now. But no matter. You are in need of men to stop your cousin who has already attacked us?
Precisely. I have already gathered support, but I need as many allies as possible.
Let us be clear. I don't believe for an instant that this story has a link to the island or whatever foolishness, but I do trust you. You have rendered us valuable services and have supported us. And since we cannot allow the crimes of your cousin to go unpunished, we will stand beside you.
Thank you, Excellency, thank you. You have improved our chances of success tenfold. I have to go. Look forward to seeing you again.
Farewell, my lord.
Commander.
Desarde, to what do I owe this visit?
I investigated and found out who orchestrated the attacks on San Mateus.
I was certain you would eventually find out who. You never give up. So, who is the bastard responsible for all these deaths?
My cousin, Constantine.
Your cousin? You have some nerve. What do you want? For me to declare war on you?
No. You must understand that the congregation had no hand in this. Constantine acted alone. Ever since he fell ill, he hasn't been himself. And who knows? Maybe the shock he felt after your attempted coup had something to do with it.
These attacks would be his revenge. Why target the others then?
I don't know. But I know that he performed a native ritual bonding him to the island several times. Each of these rituals gave him a great magical power and control of some guardians. Now he's threatening to target the main native sanctuary at the heart of the island. And if he succeeds, we won't be able to stop him.
You come here with your bizarre tales about magic, rituals, and sanctuaries. Probably expected me to send my troops out far away from my city. For all I know, you might very well still be acting on your cousin's behalf.
If that were the case, why would I have come to your rescue when the creatures attacked you? I could have just let them overwhelm you and your city would have fallen. But despite your treason, I helped you. And I'm now asking you to help me in return. I already managed to convince other factions to support me. But your men are still the best soldiers. If we want to have a chance at saving this island and its population, we must fight together.
I am in your debt, it's true. Without your intervention, I would probably have lost my city. And since I don't want you to think I'm ungrateful, I will give you this. I hope that it will prove useful to you, but you will have to fight without us. My men will never follow you in battle. They don't trust you. Sorry, Tesade.
That is regrettable. But thank you, Commander. I will leave you to your business.
Good.
Greetings! Do you want to travel without tiring yourself out? My caravan goes through all the cities. So, where should I drop you?
To New Serene.
Let's go!
Come closer, good people. Liquor and wine for the...
The cave that Constantine indicated in his note shouldn't be very far.
And given his unhealthy fear of being spied on, the place must be guarded.
Constantine has marked several places on this map. I recognize some of them. They are sacred places for the natives, places of connection. This place, this journal. My poor Constantine, you have completely lost your mind. What are you hoping to achieve with these rituals?
No Donegad has ever done such a thing. It goes against the balance that we are defending. Enon Milfrichteman was right. Your cousin wants power. He is feeding from the strength of Tyr Fredi.
So much so that he's threatening Enon Milfrichteman himself. He wants to take his place. To think he's been plotting this absurd plan for weeks. He even used us to achieve it. The intruder in the sanctuary was certainly sent by him, to scout the place. We'll need to gather allies if we're going to stop him. But we will also have to weaken him and break apart the bonds that he's established.
Even though I've studied the rituals of the natives, I really don't know how to proceed. I can only think of one person that could help us. Dunkus. Mev is too hostile towards strangers.
You're right. Let's go and find him.